All right, I tell you what, ladies and gentlemen, here live tonight. We are live here. I'm going to bring on my main man, Tim McBriar here. The Two Old Guys podcast right here, the Old Timers podcast live on FMTV2. We did this actually this week, and before we get involved here and I bring the gentlemen on here and for y'all start hearing them tonight, we also got some special guests tonight from the ISDC Racing League on Monday, which is where Matt Egan and Tim McBriar call the action at FMTV. We have Will Roberts, who runs the league there, actually runs in that league here, going to join us tonight. It's going to be an awesome thing here. But like I said, me and Tim, bunch of old guys, right here after the race for a little bit, just going to talk, shoot the breeze, man, have a couple other guys come up here. So let me bring them on to introduce you here tonight. Gentlemen, Tim, how you doing?
I'm doing just great, Joe. How are you doing?
Man, I'm doing good, man. And tonight we got some special guests here with us. We got Matt Egan here from FMTV live tonight with us in the booth, and also Will Roberts tonight here, who is the owner and league runner of ISDC that runs the league on Monday night IndyCar excitement. That's what I'd like to call it. So how y'all two gentlemen doing?
I mean, good, I hope. I think. I don't know, really. I did study.
You didn't study. Hey, I tell you what, we're open for just conversation, and it's one of these type of podcasts where we don't have scripts. We don't have, and what's going on, Chris Harvey? Already got a viewer out there. What's up? And he says, hey, what's going on, everyone? Like I say, this is our little podcast thing me and Tim's going to do. We don't have any scripts. We just sit here, shoot the bull, maybe look on the internet and come up with some wild stories that might be going on out there, talk about the racing of what's happening in iRacing. Actually, this weekend is a big event for iRacing, the 24 hours of Daytona.
You want to talk about iRacing, the servers are killing themselves as usual because despite putting a lot of money into a service, they still use a potato as a server. True fact, I've been to iRacing headquarters. You can believe this 100%. Don't believe anything I say.
Well,
Will, how you been doing, buddy?
Well, keeping the politics out of this. I live in Washington, D.C. It's Inauguration Day, and they're closing around roads around here.
well, I'll tell you what, that's...
So you're in hell right now.
Pretty much.
Well, you know what? That's another thing, Will. You know, we don't mind the politics. Everyone's got a different view on it, and I know me and Tim has talked about it. We talked about it with Matt. That's the one thing about the podcast. We're not scripted. We just kind of talk about some things that are on our mind, have fun up in here, and kind of get a perspective from two older guys. You know, me and Tim's up in the age, but we got the young gun here, Matt Egan, and I think Ryan Daniels is going to join us up here in a little bit. Will, I'm going to say you a young man.
Relatively so.
No comment, folks. That's what he's saying basically there. That is awesome.
So in other words, you're old, but relative to them, you're young.
Well, I'm older than you, yeah.
Well, yeah, obviously. That goes without saying at this point. I mean, you know.
Well, Tim's got him a new mic, man, so he's definitely going to be sporting that. I actually got me a new mic this week, and I guess I'm going to go ahead and toot my own horn. Me and Matt just did an awesome race broadcast over at the Hardline Racing League, and I got a compliment from a viewer, and again, I appreciate all the viewers. And when I say this, I appreciate everyone that watches us, and personally from me, and I don't know, I'm going to say everyone else that does the broadcast with us here at Fusion Motorsports TV, we just love what we do and enjoy it. And I got a great compliment from a gentleman who was out there in the chat. He said, Joe, how do you call so many races a week and still bring your A game every time? And that just kind of, like I told him, I love what I do. I enjoy it. I have fun doing it, and I do it for the viewers. I do it for the leagues. I do it for the drivers each and every day, and just I have fun, and it's exciting. And this little podcast thing me and Tim's got here, it's kind of another area of just having fun.
That's what it is, Joe. We're having a lot of fun, buddy.
You ready? You want to talk about having fun? How's this for you? You say you can talk about anything here, right? So, on Amazon, a company called Candy Prints. Guess what they sell?
What do they sell?
This is the direct quote from the Amazon link.
Well, send us a link. Send me a link. I'll put it up on the stream.
Let me send you the link.
He's going to send me a link here. I'll put this up, and we'll get an idea of what he's talking about. Because remember, that's what we do. Will, you got anything you want to chime in on here, man?
All right, so here you guys go. I'm going to send you this link. You're going to love this. It is called it's Candy Prints Super Fun Penis Candy. 100 pieces for $6.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we have got up here that you can actually order here for $5.86. We got some super penis candy. Right. Holy crap, on Amazon. Now, if you scroll further down, here you can get the combination here of the teeny peeny bachelor party sipping straws along with the pin the macho on the man bachelor party game. Wow. Only Matt Egan would come up with something like that.
Well,
Holy cow.
Well, if you scroll down to customers who bought this item also bought, you'll see Party Petey over 3 foot tall inflatable Willy bachelor party decoration.
Man, I tell you what, man.
I gotta love Amazon. I mean, it's insane.
Well,
some of the stuff they sell.
Well, some of the things, man, me and Tim talked about last time is Amazon loves us. I love Amazon, and yeah, we're looking through here. What's going on? We're joined by Ryan W. Daniels up here. What's going on, Ryan?
Oh, not too much. I just finished third in the K&N race, so one of my better runs that I've had recently. The only reason I didn't win was because some lap car decided to ruin it for the leaders, so I had to back out, but thankfully it saved my race, so I'll take it.
Well, Ryan, real quick, how would you like to have some Candy Print Super Fun Penis Candy?
What?
If you look on the stream,
penis is in the shape of candy.
Look, Tim already says he's going to order about 5 packs of that stuff. What do you think, Tim?
I think you full of shit there now.
No,
Tim's not telling us.
Tim's the exact guy I would expect to buy that.
Tim's the guy I wouldn't expect to buy it.
Order no penis candy.
Hey, look, it's fun fruit flavored.
Don't give a damn what kind of flavors it is.
So
I'll bet
that's
it's
a
fun
joke.
fruit
Hey, I could get it here for you in 2 days, free shipping.
Yo, Amazon Prime that.
What,
if you scroll down to customer images, someone took them all. If you scroll down, Joe, to customer images, it's like the first one. Someone took the entire pack and shaped it into one giant penis.
well, I'm going to read some of the...
Cancel the damn order.
Cancel the order. Damn. I'm going to read some of the comments here. And the first comment that comes up gives it 2 stars here. And it says, size matters. The picture seems to show a decent-sized pack of candy like the multi-packs you get at the supermarket. It's no such thing. The pack is actually only about 2x4, an absurd size, especially at a $6 asking price. My advice, this is not any package you want to blow your wad on. That's a hell of a review right there, I tell you.
I mean, apparently they don't taste good, apparently.
Well,
but they taste like
Gonna
dick.
eat 'em.
I mean, yeah, that can be a problem.
Well, we got another
depending on
review.
the kind of person that you buy it for.
I tell you what, let's get off of this damn subject.
Well,
Right.
I'm loving some of these reviews though, Tim. Man, check this.
Have you seen this poopery shit they got?
Well, that's pretty cool. It makes your crap not stink.
What potpourri, man? You talking about, man?
This woman's on a farm. She's sitting on her damn toilet, and when she gets through, she sprays that around. Poopery.
I mean, they have
Poopery.
penis-shaped cookie
I tell you
cutters.
what,
I think Tim would like one of those.
send me a link, man. Awesome. Hey, Chris, I'm with you. I didn't know, man, they come up with those penis-sized candy. I guess it comes in all shapes and sizes, I reckon, man.
Yeah,
I know which one Matt wants.
He wants a little one.
No, he wants the black one.
Jesus Christ, Ryan.
Oh, man, I tell you what, he might want a Fruity Looty one. Who knows?
Well, that's what I'm saying. It's got to be some kind of joke. Fruit flavor.
I
I mean, obviously it's fruit flavor, but, you get the joke.
Absolutely. I tell you what,
Fruits.
anybody else got anything? We can put it up here on the screen. We got Chris Harbin out there, man, rolling already. He's like, man, I didn't know they sold this type of
Oh
stuff.
God, that's gonna be my Amazon recommended.
Absolutely. Well, there you go. I'm gonna see my wife's gonna see that and go, "What in the hell are you looking for damn penis candy
Why are you
for?"
looking at dick candy?
Yeah, my wife's gonna be like, "What are you looking at penis candy?" Well, I guess, man, I could look up some vagina candy. I don't know if they sell it or not.
Hey, they probably make that. I should probably remove that from my Amazon history, though.
Well, I tell you what, since man we mentioned that, heck, I'm gonna look up and see if they make any dang poontang candy, man. What do you think?
I mean, I see marshmallow penises.
Let's see.
Lot of
What would it be called?
Vagina.
Vagina? Well, hell, I type it in a damn Google and the first thing comes up, vaginal yeast infection. I don't want that shit. What the hell?
Fluffy.
Will, you can get in here and help us at any time.
Fluffy.
Go ahead,
Oh,
jump
my
on
goodness.
in, Will, man. I'm telling you, that's what it's about. We definitely, man, just have fun, man.
Fluffy.
Wait a minute.
I ain't seen his light up yet.
Well,
Joe,
I tell you what,
because-
go
Wait,
ahead.
Joe, not to cut you
It's
off,
a thing. It's a thing.
because we are not doing an ordinary live stream, would that call for me to call for my famous intro that I've always wanted to do?
No, we are.
What kind of intro you
Joe,
want to
click that
do?
link.
This one right here. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go. I am the Iceman Ryan Daniels, and I am joined tonight by Mr. Big Daddy X, Joe White, old timer himself, Tim McBrayer, and the king of FMTV, Matt Egan. We are also joined by Will Richter up here in the FMTV booth. I apologize, it's Will Roberts up here in the booth with us, but we are here tonight for the Old Timers Podcast Volume 2, here live on YouTube on the FMTV2 channel. How are you guys doing this evening?
Hey, Leafy, that intro was cancer.
You're cancer.
Anyway,
Well, I tell you what, man,
Joe, click on
I'd
that
stick
link
to
I
your
just
normal
sent you. I
intros,
found
man,
your
because
candy.
quite frankly, that sucked, man.
You suck. I can't be really hyped up because my mom's
Joe, you see that link I just
Well,
sent
man,
you?
we've always told you about that. Yeah, I saw that link, man. That's funny as heck. I'm gonna tell you what. Tell your mama, man, she need to wake up.
It's bedtime.
Yeah, well, you know, she probably need to be in the bed, man. Like us old guys, man, need to be in the bed.
I guess people are really interested in having candy in the shape of their genital. I don't know why, though.
Well, there's a lot of weird stuff in the world out there, and that's one of the things. Y'all young
shit.
guys, man, get into that. And me and Tim, as being old guys, we've seen a lot, done a lot, and been through a lot. And when y'all get
yeah, you've
old, y'all
done everything,
definitely,
ain't
man,
you?
will be that way too.
And we on her down way back again.
So when we get old, we're going to want to
Absolutely.
eat candy in the shape of penises, is what you're saying?
Well, not me.
That's what I
Not,
got out of that
not
statement.
me, not me, but you're the one looking them up, my friend. So there
Hey.
you go.
You found
You're
one,
not
Oh,
wrong.
my.
you found one that looks like a damn vagina for me.
I already found one. I linked
Good
Joe.
Lord.
Well, I tell you what, we
called
got
pussy liquor.
We're very
iRacing.
unfiltered here.
All right, well,
You know what's that?
we're gonna get off this subject a second. We got iRacing's 24 Daytona coming up tomorrow.
So in other
I-
words, the servers are going to
I
die.
have never really watched one. Been watching a lot of tests though of them.
I watch the real ones. I don't watch the iRacing ones.
Anybody in here?
Have you guys got the message that that's been sent to us from Dirt Tracks?
Yeah, I
No,
got that message.
I didn't
signed
get
up.
it. What's the message?
We got to get on if we're going to try it.
It's Dylan Ackhart. He sent that
Oh,
thing
that
like
one.
25
Yeah,
guys did, and I
well-
already signed up.
No, my Saturday nights are booked. I can't do it if they're gonna do it
Always
on Saturday.
nights.
Yes, sir. I'm done. I got
Well, balls, I'm booked on Saturday nights too.
I'm booked till November, man. Coming in here, man, strong Racing Freaks League right there. So definitely will be. I can't do it. Not if they're gonna do it on a Saturday.
Something.
I think what we need to do, Joe, is we need to go live about 2 hours before you go on your broadcast.
Well, we can go live anytime you want, Tim. You just got to let me know when you want to get up here. I mean, like I say, this is, hey, folks, I tell you, it's the Old Timers Podcast. We get up here, we talk about everything, man, going on around the world, different subjects. We just have funs here. Tonight, joined up here, man, with Ryan W. Daniels, Matt Egan. They're the young guys from up north. Me and Tim, the old guys from down
New
south.
generation, man.
Will Roberts. Well, we call y'all the Millenniums, but Will Roberts, not 100% sure where he's from.
I guess you could call me the guy in the middle of the country.
Okay. Well, he's the Western. How's that? We'll say he's the Western.
He's from
How's
Iowa.
that? Mac, quit interrupting.
Dude.
He's the Western.
If y'all are from up north, the other two of y'all are from down south. I'm from DC.
All right, he got in the
I'm older
middle.
than Ryan, but we'll say I'm older than Ryan, so I'm the guy in the middle here.
There you go. Chris Harvey out in the chat, he said, man, we got a mixture of old, young, and he says he's the kind of a young guy himself. He's in the middle there, 26 years old. So I'm going to tell you what, man. Y'all making me seem like I'm anxious. Ain't you?
You are
How old
ancient.
are you?
I'm 43.
It's not that bad.
Well, no, but considering you're what, 15?
Yeah, 15.
All right.
Yeah,
Man,
as of yesterday.
and Ryan, well, happy birthday, by the way. And we want to wish Matt, man, a belated birthday. Tim, here we go. Let's sing it to him. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to Egan. Happy birthday to you. And many more, man, from everyone Fusion Motorsports TV.
Growing old, you got gray hair.
1 year closer to death.
You look like a damn bear.
Well, he ain't got old yet, man, so we
he
definitely
will.
don't know about that.
Eventually.
Eventually he will, and I tell you, well,
Will Roberts, what do you think about our guys, buddy?
You guys, what you mean?
I mean, what do you think about us, about our podcast?
It's different.
it's different. There you go.
I've tuned into at least a couple of these, either the podcast or just whatever's going on.
Well,
I'll be part of one. I just don't talk much.
well, that's all right. You don't have to talk, man. Sit back and listen, enjoy, take in the sights, man. We love it either way. It's an awesome type of thing. We know you're from DC up there. Where, hey, I'm gonna tell you what. Don't walk out on the street with a gun right now in DC. You liable to get snipered shot. So that's the thing I wouldn't do. You know.
Oh yeah, no, I'm trying to stay away from that as much as I can.
I don't blame you. I'd hate to see the traffic. It's probably as bad as it is here on 85 down in Charlotte, man, in the morning time.
Yeah, I mean, it was about the same as a normal day, honestly.
Wow. That's crazy.
The government shut down today, but it always sucks. So
I'm not gonna lie, I watched the parade. I thought it was rather nice.
Yeah, it was pretty nice.
I didn't watch the parade, watch the inauguration speech as always. I always do that for every president, whether I agree with them or not. That's what makes America so great. Everybody can have an opinion. Everybody can go either way they want. And we still, in the end, man, all come together, man, when we need to. So that's what makes it awesome to live here. And definitely probably one of the best places to live. So,
I
take
know
on it.
one thing, the women's going to show up in the morning. It's going to get rough tomorrow.
What women are going to show up?
There's going to be about 8,000, something like that.
Yeah, the Women's March on Washington. It's some kind of protest that's going on.
Well, hell, Tim, we need to go to that damn parade.
Yeah, because y'all are a couple of girls.
Oh, shoot. Hey,
8,000 damn women?
50, that's like, man, walking heaven. As long as, well,
Yeah, but they're all whales.
they ain't gay, are they?
No, they're just whales.
They might be gay, though.
Gay whales.
On the dark side of life.
They might be playing on the same team. We don't do all that now.
I mean, they're feminists, so they're going to be whales probably.
Oh boy.
Not necessarily now, boys. You might want to look in the mirror. I've seen some feminists out there, man, look mighty darn fine. The only problem is they got some wild A views.
Well, no, it's the feminists that are going to this march. I mean, these are the kind of people, I know this is going completely opinionated, whether you agree or not, this is going to start a flame war in the comments, I bet. My point is, to me, these kind of people that do this are the people that cry about everything because they didn't get their way. And they're just going to go down there to march because Trump is sexist. Trump is this.
Ain't that a typical man,
Well,
gay
yeah.
lesbians?
True.
No,
But-
Because Hillary Clinton didn't get it.
yeah. A lot of the
They're
things...
whine asses.
Exactly. And a lot of these feminist people, a lot of the ones that are going to be there because they have like YouTube and stuff, you see them, they're like 700 pounds. I mean, the fact that they get to out of the doorway to go there is a.
Well, if they're 700 pounds, man, that's some good dang exercise for them. Then hats off, man. At least they're trying.
Well, they're going to have those mobility scooters to get around. They're too fat.
Joe, what did I tell you about that?
But you know what? I have come to realize that Matt Egan definitely is a young northerner because he tries to be opinionated and argue about everything, man, and thinks he knows everything in life. I got a 22-year-old that's actually the same way. They think they know everything, Tim, and they don't know nothing yet.
Tell me about it.
It's just awesome, man. That's what's up with the young generation. So we've already been down that road once, but
Tell you what, if Matt Egan gets a damn 700-pounder on him, he won't make it.
man, you ain't lying, man. He's a little dude.
It wouldn't make it.
Yeah, be gone.
What situation would I be in to have that happen to me, though?
You yell at a feminist, man. You yell at a feminist, they liable to run you over with one of them dang 700-pound scooters. Then what they gonna do? Use you as a speed bump, doo-doo.
Hey, guys! The picture I just linked in the TS chat, put that up. That's what feminists are thinking about Matt Egan right now.
Well, I'm not putting up no vulgarity pictures, man.
So,
now,
it's
so
not
we're not
vulgar.
doing all
I promise
that.
it's not. I promise
It's not. It says stupid idiot. You just made the list.
Oh yeah, Chris Jericho, man. That's what we like to say. You just made the list.
Stupid idiot! You just made the list.
Yeah, man. I remember when he was out. Hey, come on, baby. See, I take it back to the old days, man. Y'all don't know nothing about all
Yeah,
that.
I remember that stuff.
That's awesome, man.
That's why
I got
you're
a
old
question.
and we're the young guys in here.
That's right. That's the good old days, man. What do y'all know nowadays?
I mean,
Hey. I will say this. Ryan sent me a picture today of some fried chicken. And what else was on there?
Oh man, I had fried chicken, some potatoes and gravy, some french fries for some reason, some coleslaw, and biscuits and gravy, man. I was having a hearty day over at Cracker Barrel.
I saw that. Here it is. Yep, he had the biscuits, man, the biscuit gravy, french fries. But, man, it was just a heck of a plate. He sent today, man, a picture of it, and I went, that's awesome. That's just awesome. I mean, that's awesome. What do you think, Tim?
Yeah, that's awesome. Last week we had a picture up here when we was on live. I can't find it now.
Yeah, we got a picture there. I got one up there that says FusionMotorsportsTV.com presents live on FMTV2. Then I put a few other little pictures that we was talking about online. So if you got anything you want me to throw up on the screens you want to talk about, any viewers out there, man, want to talk about.
I have a question, Joe.
Sure.
What's this about Northerners trying to argue with everyone, man?
Man, I've been married to one for 17 years. Definitely I know firsthand, man, how y'all Northerners operate. Believe me. And arguing, that's just one of those little on switches that never gets turned the freak off, man.
That's just mean, Joe.
I know it,
Matt, we're
but
gonna
tell
have to
that
do
to my
something about this.
tell that to my wife. That woman is the devil, and at the time of her month, man, I run around behind her, man, squirting her in the butt with a dang water, man, going, cast the demons out, get out now.
Better make sure she doesn't see this, Joe.
I know.
It's not so much that he has to worry about her seeing it. He's got to worry about her being right behind him, beating him over the head with a rolling pin.
Well, good thing we don't own cast iron pans. Let me tell you a little story of my dad growing up. Now, my mom and dad, they grew up. They were 37 years happily married, unfortunately, you know, until the passing and whatnot. But they were together to the end there. But my dad used to tell me stories when they were growing up together early on in their marriage. He said, your mama was the meanest dang woman in the world. He said, that old woman tried to damn kill me or break my freaking leg, man, a lot of times. We had one of those cast iron frying pans. Now, y'all might know what it is, and I know Tim knows what it is. If you've ever fried eggs in one of them, man, it's the best tasting eggs you ever get fried in one of them. But he said she took that cast iron frying pan one night, slung it across the kitchen at him, hit him in the shin. She said, I thought that woman done broke my freaking leg, man. She said, I wanted to strangle her half to death, man, but I couldn't walk my ass over to the kitchen and get to her. It was funny, I tell you what, them two, man, he said, boy, I tell you, I tried to hide that dang pan afterwards, but she kind of found it every time I turned around.
That sounds interesting right there.
Well, I tell you, that's what I'm saying. Mean, man. Women can be mean. My wife don't realize, like I say, been married happily for 17 years, but I definitely could tell when her time of the month, I call it PMS. She says, it's not PMS, blah, blah, blah. She said, that's premenstrual. I said, that's what the hell I'm talking about. It's before the crap happens. You turn into the devil. I said, I got to run around with holy water, man, spraying on you, man, so I can cast the freaking crap out. I said, I know. Because when it's over with, she goes from the holy devil to, hey, how are you? To the love bug all of a sudden. And I'm going,
Hey, sweetheart.
what? Yeah, man. I'm sitting like, holy cow, what a transformation, man. But my wife's mean. I stay the hell away from her, man. But I know
Tell you what,
when it's that time.
When my old lady was on that, when I come in from work, I'd throw my damn hat in the house. If it stayed in there, I went in. If it come back out, I didn't go in.
The absolute. See, Tim, you know what the heck we're talking about. The young gun dudes in here don't know yet, but hey, they'll find out. But you know what? I still love her nonetheless, and I kind of leave her alone. She gets mad during those times and starts throwing stuff and getting all itty bitty, and that's just women. They crazy, man. They crazy.
They're out of balance at that time of the month.
Well, look,
everything about them is out of balance.
It brings me back to the point of, unfortunately I had the operation that I had, and I was shot up with a lot of hormone drugs and whatnot. Well, I was sitting at the kitchen table one night, sitting there just eating my food. My wife sitting in the other room. She could see me. I just all of a sudden, man, just start crying, man, on the kitchen table. She walks in and goes, "What's wrong?" I don't know what's wrong, man. I said, "It done turned me into a girl." I said, "I can't control crap anymore." She goes, "It'll be all right." And I'm going, "No, it won't be all right. Just leave me alone, man. I don't know what's wrong with me anymore." Definitely, I'm gonna tell you, but that's just the craziness, man. And so something y'all got to look forward to in any relationship. Now, Ryan went on a date the other night.
Oh boy.
First, and we want to congratulate him for it.
Oh God.
He said that he got him a woman, Liz, Elizabeth, or whatever you want to call it. We said she had 4 sisters with her, and
oh my God,
heck of a night. Now we got to ask, how did the date go? Where'd you take her? And what kind of stuff y'all talk about? And it's going to be a date number 2.
Where'd you dump the body?
Oh man. Oh, I see. I'm in here with the scum lobby tonight.
Security.
Come on, man. Let us know, man. And we're curious. The viewers are curious. I mean, come on.
I mean, I don't really want to go into super amounts of detail, but she.
What, did you bang the chick, man, on the first night? That's the details. I mean, good Lord, what are the details that you're not going to go into? Y'all went to eat or what? I mean, what'd y'all do?
Ran into an old friend at work. She asked if I wanted to go out for a drink when I got out. I said, sure. I met her over at a bar that's in town and had a few to drink. Said she wanted to hang out again. I said, cool. We haven't really spoken too much since, but that's because she's been working. I've been working, dealing with stuff at my house. And do I remember much from that night other than just talking about stuff ever since we got out of high school, catching up a little bit, and drinking? Not much, because the majority of what I remember is when I came home and saw the first ever Old Timers podcast, which I came up with the name for.
Well, all right. Well, I tell you what, that's an awesome one, man. But I tell you, I guess that's a kind of good date there. Can't remember a damn thing, man, that you've been on the date with.
I can't remember anything negative about it. So,
well, that's good.
Let me tell you about my first date.
Go ahead, Tim.
My first date was back in, I think it was '67.
Holy crap! I wasn't even born then.
We went to the Skyview Theater here in Birmingham, and me and my girlfriend, we went to the concession stand. When we came back, and I opened the door to the car, I got a foot in the damn face.
Why?
Oh, there was spoon in the back seat.
Oh.
Him and his girlfriend, my brother and his girlfriend.
Oh, well.
I got him back, though.
Damn. That,
told him, I said, you could have just said something. You didn't have to kick me, you bastard.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm talking about. Well, I tell you what, that's kind of crazy. I met my wife, actually, the first time I ever met her face to face. Now you got to understand, the oldest, he was 4 years old already when I met her. So here I am. I lived at home, and I had a good job, and really just wasn't looking, man, to date anyone. Had a good job, lived at home, didn't pay a lot of bills, and then here I am, met this woman, and we met at the Dairy Queen, and she goes, "Hey, look, I'm gonna take my little one out to go Dairy Queen." And I said, "All right, well, cool deal. I'll talk at you later." She goes, "Well, do you want to come to the Dairy Queen?" I said, "Yeah, sure, yeah, whatever, it's fine. Yeah, I'm not looking, man, to meet anyone." So I get there. And she walks in, and I walks up. Actually, first off, she's an hour freaking late. Yeah, remember, they didn't have no cell phones back then, no GPSs or junk like that back then. So, this is right before all that, took place. So here it is. She's an hour late, and I'm sitting around going, man, I got stood up by this chick. You got to be kidding me. So she finally shows up. She gets out the car, and I'm like, man, look, well, she got some good drugs, because I fell right then. It was awesome. Well, good thing is she bought my milkshake that night, so I didn't have to pay for that. So that was awesome. And we sit out there and talked in the car and listened to Tim Wilson. You know what Tim Wilson was, Tim? The comedian?
Yeah.
Do we listen to the CD? Tim Wilson, man, sat out there and laughed, and we talked, I know, from probably, 7 o'clock all the way to like 2 o'clock in the morning. It was awesome before she finally had to head off and go, and I tell everybody, 17 years later, it only took a matter of 3 weeks before I was packing my stuff up, moving in with her. And my dad up here at the time, when I was living with him, he goes, "Well, I had a son living in the house with me. The next thing I know, he's gone and ain't coming home. I don't know what the heck." So, kind of tell a story there. Been happy ever since, though.
I'll tell you what. That little old brown patch between them legs, man, it'd drive you crazier than a damn bussy bug.
Well, yeah, I guess I always tell her, I say, man, you must have some drugs, man, or something, because I just wasn't looking for anything. And there you go, Ryan. That's something to look forward to. And I guess, Will, you married?
Not yet.
Not yet. Hey, what? See, Will working on it, man.
He said, keep on talking. He's listening.
Well, I tell you, that's awesome. I mean, I like that he kind of was a little hesitant there. Well, I'm not yet, but we trying to work on that subject. We getting there, man. Give me time.
Fine. Can I ask you a personal question? I want you to be honest with me, damn it. Are you still a virgin?
Who are you asking?
Who the hell did I just say? Ryan.
Oh, yes. I don't like admitting that on here, but yes.
Okay, if you still a virgin, boy, whew, god dang, you in for surprise.
Well, hell, you know what? There ain't nothing to be ashamed with. I was 21. I was 21 years old before I did. So, man, hey, whatever it is, what it is, man. You wait, and who cares, man?
What did I say the other night, Joe?
Yeah.
If God made anything any better, he kept it for himself.
There you go, man. Sure, heck with it. Cody Tabor out there, man, listening to us. He goes, "This is great, man. Hey, Cody, what's up, dude? We just shooting the bull, having a heck of a conversation here. We got, now, I don't want to leave Bad Egan out. I don't know how personal he wants to get, but he does have on his name, he's just here to gay up the place. So I guess with that statement, we already can know that Matt Egan definitely plays on the same team. Now, so we don't want to leave him out.
Proud of
Matt, since you're only 15, do you have anyone special in your life?
Do I like someone? Yes. Am I going to say it to them? Oh, no. No, unless they say something to me first, because I don't want to be the guy that goes up and says to another guy like, "Hey, by the way, I like you." They're like, "Yeah, that's great. I'm not gay," and then it's like, "Well, shit, this is gonna be weird now."
I want to get your damn nose busted. Is what?
No, this guy can't bust my nose. He's
now I gotta be
hurt.
Let's get off
I'm
this.
curious. Well,
Come
no,
on,
wait a minute,
let's
Tim.
get
No,
off
Tim.
this.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Whoa, Tim. Chill out. I am curious. I'm curious. Wait a minute. Check out. Hold on. I'm curious. Because you said something interesting right there, Matt, that you don't want to go up. Me, Ryan, Tim, obviously we can look in a female's eyes and kind of tell if they're into us or not, and we kind of know. Well, all right, again,
really lucky.
all right, again,
Believe you me,
there's
son,
exception. There's
woman
exception
that
to the
you
rules.
don't know it.
Yeah, there's always exception to the rules. But anyways, Matt, what I'm trying to ask here is, do you think it's harder being that way to try to judge and say if that person's that way, or should I go and talk to this person, or I don't know, man, because to me, I don't know, that would be a tough one.
Yeah, to me, I think it is because you have the big problem of, if you say something to the guy, is this guy going to turn out to be straight? Because that's the problem. Because it's hard. Because it's hard to tell. Sometimes you can tell by the way a guy talks whether or not, or people say. But
Yeah.
my point is, it's kind of harder because my thing, Tim. My thing is, I just don't want to walk up to a guy, and that's the hard part, is walking up to a guy and saying, hey, I like you, but at the same time winding up finding out that, this guy's straight, we're good friends, this is going to be a really weird friendship from here on out.
Well, and I get no disrespect on it. Like I say, I'm this way on that subject, and that's just the way I am. I obviously I'm not that way. Don't believe in it. Don't think it's right, but
Hey, anyone can have their own opinion. I don't mind.
Here's the thing, and you know what? I respect that highly, because not all of them are like that. Because if I'd have said what I said right there, the first thing would have went, "What? You're being a hate?" No, because the next thing I'm gonna say is it doesn't bother me if you're that way, because that's your right to choose that. Just don't bring it on to me. Now, like I say, but you brought up a good thing there. It's kind of interesting and does kind of interest me, or curious, is like I said, is how y'all know. Like you said, obviously some guys, the way they dress, or even females for that matter too. Females being same way. The way they dress and the way they act. But man, there's some guys out there that disguise that pretty well.
Yeah, that's the problem, is that sometimes you don't know, and it's just like, should I say something? Should I not say something? I don't know.
Something, Matt.
Well, I tell you what, we just
Maybe one
found
day I'll
out
say
something
something
out
maybe I
here.
won't.
Just found out in the chat out here, folks said, is it okay that I say what you... Well, fuck, I guess he put it out here on the chat. I guess it's all right to say it. Chris Harvey says, I could answer that. It is a tough. I'm also gay. Never dated in person. I like the guys in school. And yeah, I totally agree in that. You know what? Hey, nothing wrong with it. Even though that I might sit here and not agree with the lifestyle, don't agree with all of it, hey, that's y'all's choice. Y'all go for it. I am curious, as I know it's got to be harder to.
Oh yeah, it's real
to
hard,
walk
real
up.
long process.
Yeah.
Too.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Well, Tim's over there like, damn,
I
man.
want to know one thing.
All right, go ahead.
I want to know, Matt, what in the hell made you be that way?
That's a very good question. I'd answer the question if I had an answer.
Now
got
you're the
to have an answer.
Well, now wait a minute, Tim. That's probably a first that I've heard, because most of them throw off, I was born this way.
There ain't no damn way.
And I'm like, okay, but you know what? I got to respect that old Matt's part, the way he answered that. I really don't know. But still, he holds to his... It just is. It's just the way. And again, Tim... Well, wait a minute, Tim. Me and you know how we stand. Period.
Right.
And we're not going to sit here and down him or anybody else because of we've said that. We know how we are. As long as... Here's the thing I hate. Is if we say what we said to like Matt or anybody else, that we don't agree with the lifestyle and all that, the next thing we get, oh, y'all a bunch of freaking haters, man. Y'all just don't like it. Y'all don't accept our way. I didn't say that.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, we didn't say that. We just said we disagree with it. And if you want to be that way, hey, go right ahead. You want to jump off the dang Empire State's building? Have at it, homie. I ain't following you. You know, it's a personal preference. And I think that's another thing that's wrong with society today, even with racism too. You know, we can bring in the Confederate flag, which I think is the stupidest thing in the world that people bring it up, because that flag has been used in racial organizations and groups and has been dropped. That was a battle flag. Read the history, folks. It was a battle flag. It's not a racism thing. It was brought into play as that.
So you actually brought up a really good thing there. I want to say two things. One, Confederate flag. I agree with that. People should be able to play it. My Xbox has you can buy skins for them, you know, to protect the original fans. There's a big Confederate flag on it. Number two, talking about, you brought up the hater thing. I don't get that. If someone says, like you said, you don't agree with it, that's fine. I don't care. That's your choice. I have my choice. Right. That's the freedom of speech thing that we're allowed to have. I don't get the people that are like, when someone says, oh yeah, well, I just don't agree with the gay lifestyle. The one guy that's like, well, yeah, you're a homophobe, you're this, you're that. No, it just means he doesn't agree with it. Just let him live his life like he lets you live your life. It's legal in this country now. Just let it happen. People are going to have opinions, and you can't change them. And you don't have to brand everything one way or another. One day we're going to have this thing where it's going to be like, someone's like, well, I don't like the color blue, and they're gonna be like, well, you're a bluophobe or something like that. That's what it's gonna come to, and that's ridiculous. Let people have their own friggin' opinion.
Absolutely. I'll tell you what, appreciate the comment out there, Chris. I think you said you had a question you want to ask out there. Bring it on up, man. Any questions, man? Awesome. That's what it's here. We're just here to shoot the breeze, talk about things going on in life, things out there. It's good that we can get all different aspects of going, and that's what it's about, whether good, bad, or anything else. And I'm going to tell y'all guys a little kind of something that's ironic. A good friend of mine, his name is Rick Busby. Unfortunately, he lost the battle. He died. He passed away back in 2013, and he had cancer. And it wasn't the cancer so much that actually ultimately killed him. It was actually the treatment of the cancer that did it, and he got very sick afterwards, and unfortunately lost the battle with that and passed away. But nonetheless, he was in radio for many years, and actually was in radio, and he did an online podcast, online radio style. So it is kind of interesting and ironic that I'm sitting here doing one along with everyone else, because he had a lot of viewers, or a lot of guys come on the show. Actually, I was on it at one time, and it was kind of neat. And he called it like a shock style radio, where he gets to get on there and talk about anything going on in the world today. And I guess that's kind of like what me and Tim wants to be like, is yeah, we're a bunch of old guys talking about things going on in life, and it's interesting to see perspectives all over the world. I mean, we want to get in there if anybody wants to join in and definitely talk about anything. And but it's good to see different opinions and everything.
Man, there ain't no way that I was putting you down, Bubba. I was just trying to find out how you knew that you were that way.
Well, I know how I knew. I don't know why. And no, I know you're not trying to put me down. If you want to know how I knew, well, it was really simple. One day I was in school, right? Talking to this guy. I'm not going to say his name. I know we won't see the podcast, but I just don't want to say his name. Right. Talking to this guy at school, and I think, God, I really like this guy. And then I'm like, well, do you... And then I think later, I'm like, God, I really like this guy. And then I realize, wait a minute, I think I love this guy. And I'm like, okay, so that's that then.
Well, and it's basically...
That's really what happened there, so,
Well, basically the same thing, man, with our... heck, basically about the same darn thing, man. When we look at females, too. So, yeah, I mean, interesting conversation. And it's just interesting, man. But,
I think we got a special
wait a minute.
Y'all got man loving going on down here?
Well,
oh, Lord.
Nick Hunt, you are actually live on the online here, FMTV Live right now. You're being heard on the Old Timers podcast. Welcome, Nick Hunt. And first, before we go any further, my condolences to you and your family, and prayers go out to your loss. That's just tragic, and we hate to hear that, man, and really want to know how you doing.
Oh, we're doing all right. Just is what it is. You just keep on going.
Well, I tell you what, man, and we missed you on the track. Me and Ryan was thinking about you last night when we was calling the race there at the Extreme. We didn't see the hair flying out the window in the double O machine moving around the track. So definitely was thinking about you and hate to see, man. Yeah, that's just tragic. Very tragic.
Same here, Nick.
Yeah, hope to see you on track soon, bud.
Good to see you, Jack. I hope everything's well, man.
But anyway, well,
okay.
you have walked into what me and Tim has came up with, and actually with the help of Ryan Daniels, have came up with what is called the Old Timers Podcast on FMTV2, and something me and Tim, just two old guys sitting around shooting the bull and chit-chatting. Actually got a couple viewers out there watching along, throwing up some questions, and I don't know, man, it's just two Southern guys, man, here, but we got Matt and Ryan and Will Roberts from the ISDC League, who does on Monday nights there. He's up in here with us, and hey, join on in, man. What's on your mind?
Well, if this old timers deal, I'm probably in the wrong room here.
Well,
Whoa,
we know
wait
you're getting near
we
senior
weren't
citizens.
talking about you had to be old.
Well, now, look, we know, Nick, you might be
This
getting
is
up.
a senior citizens podcast. Is that what you said?
Well, might be for Tim. He's probably getting close there, and
That's enough of that. Nick, Nick, if you've got something to say it, buddy.
Oh, just messing with you. I didn't mean to stumble into this. I didn't know y'all had something going on.
Well, you're more than welcome to come on down, man. Shoot, that's what we do.
Every week we go live after the race after one of them.
You bring your AARP card, you get a 50% discount.
Well,
let me go get it.
hey, look, we ain't giving out no free coffee and donuts, though, man. I'm sorry.
Not
Well,
I can't
We had
drink
coffee and
at
donuts
night.
to
I
begin
can't
with.
sleep.
Well, you know, they usually give free coffee to the senior citizens. And by the way, I tell you what, anybody got a Hardee's near where they're at?
I wish. I have to go to Delaware.
Yeah, well, I tell you what.
Hardee's.
Okay, well, then that explains. It's like I said, bunch of northern guys, man. Good Lord, leave it to the northern bunch. But anyways, Hardee's, man, down here, I guess it must be just a down south type thing. It's just like Bojangles is. Y'all don't know what that is either, right?
Nope.
I know what Bojangles is.
I've seen them sponsor NASCAR.
Yeah, that's how.
That's what I figured. 'Cause
I'm from Alabama, so I'm well aware of what this is.
Oh,
I
okay.
just don't have it.
Oh, well, finally, somebody knows what. All right, cool, awesome. Will knows what it is. He just, unfortunately, deprived up there and don't have any. So, all right. If you go to Hardee's to me is the senior citizens of fast food restaurant. We have one right up the road, and this is no lie. You go there in the morning time. Now, they got awesome sausage biscuits. I'll give them that. But, man, every senior in the world hangs out at that joint in the morning, and it is packed, man. And I'm going, looks like the retirement home for fast food, man. When I drive through that mug, I'm sitting going, that's going to be me one day, coming up in here, get my biscuit and my drink, and sitting up here and watching cars go by. What do you think, Tim?
That's a thrill of the day, isn't it?
Yeah, that's it, ain't it?
That's what I'm talking about. That's good. That's the life of old people. It's what y'all got to look forward to, Ryan, Tim, and Ryan and Matt.
We got Jack's Hamburger here in Warrior, and we do have the one you was talking about too. But Jack's Hamburgers where all of our old people meet on Saturday morning, and I've been guilty about doing it too. And you can get in some hellacious conversations there.
Absolutely. You know what? You want to get in some of the best conversations, Tim, and y'all want to get and everybody go hang out with some old people. Them some trip. I'm gonna tell you, they awesome, man, to go and listen. So if y'all want to throw some knowledge down, come up in here and listen to Tim. He'll throw some knowledge down in here. Actually, Nick too, because they kind of maybe close in age, I think.
Oh,
That's just mean, Joe.
we're a generation apart.
Well,
I'll tell you what, Nick, if there's anything on your mind, brother, right now is the time to say something, because we don't discriminate. and ain't nobody gonna say nothing to you about it, 'cause if they do, we'll kick their ass off.
That's right, man. We ain't discriminating or hating, man. But I'll tell you, it's just fun, man, to sit back and talk. And I'm guilty. As I get older,
Charged.
yeah, as I get older, man, I definitely see the value of getting old. And I'm gonna tell you,
What? There ain't no other way to see it, is there?
well,
You don't want to say there's you're gonna devalue as you go on.
Like how cars do.
well,
We could prorate you, I guess.
well, there
Certain
are
parts
some.
you definitely depreciate as you go on older.
Yeah, some
what are we
body
talking about now?
parts, man, might get depreciated. That's what I'm talking about right there. As we're gonna be joined up here with the little one. What's up? You want to say hey to everybody? No, you can't wave. They can't see you. You gotta talk.
Hey.
Hey, that's all you gonna say is hey.
Hi,
Hey,
He's talking in sign language.
Say hey.
I did.
Well,
hey,
tell
hey,
me again.
Hey.
Hey, what do you want?
A new battery.
Oh, is that all you want? Some batteries for the controller?
Oh, Lord.
Basically.
Well,
Man,
you need some.
you're
You
a
need some.
genius.
He needs batteries.
He's fixing to shoot them some bitches.
Oh, he about to go in there and rape somebody on the Xbox. That's what he's gonna do, man. He's about to tear that thing up, man. All right, look. If you go in there, you know the black charger, the one's on the plug. Go give me that black charger. There should be some batteries on it. That's what he does. He comes in here with the controller. He comes up in here and he goes, "I need some batteries." And I'm like, okay. But now look. I got the door closed, but if I had the door open, y'all would be able to hear him in the background. That boy will get in there and just start going off while he's playing the Xbox.
Is he online with people?
Yep, he gets online. He loves wrestling. He loves his
Yeah.
wrestling games. He loves GTA. He'll get in there shooting games, but he loves.
Does he have Big Daddy X wrestling on there?
Man, he gets out there. He's talking about Big Daddy X. Man, he be little X. That's what he call it.
Yo, Joe, you should check out those YouTubers who post like kids raging in Minecraft and stuff, or like Grand Theft Auto. You might just find your son in there.
Oh man, he don't know how to. He luckily don't know how to get on that stuff yet, so he's good to go. But you got anything else you want to say to anybody?
I got something to say.
what-
What's
what-
with all this
wait,
love
wait,
going on?
wait
And
a
we
minute.
didn't get invited.
Hold
we
on,
got,
hold
we got
on.
no.
What's
We
with all the
got
gay love and I didn't get invited?
I don't know.
Hold
What
on
the
a minute,
hell?
Hold on a minute.
We got Dylan Eckhart and Mason Wetzel joining us
Well,
now
we got
on the
Dylan
Old
a minute.
Timers
But wait a
podcast.
minute. You can't just shake your head. They can't hear you. Oh, he laughing at y'all now. I don't know.
Man, I'd be
Tim
laughing
McBride,
at
this
us
is
too.
Rick. Timothy McBride, this is Rick Donathan in the SMTV booth. You got a copy?
No. We ain't in all that.
You're a total freaking lie.
Pretty much. Well, like I said, man, we're up here at the Old Timers Podcast here at FMTV2, man. We definitely got a lot of guys up here watching, and we've been joined by Nick Hunt. We got Dalen Ackers in here, man. We got Matt Egan, Ryan Daniels, and we, I don't know, Will Roberts is up in here, and then Mason Witzel, man, has joined us up in here. So it's just up, man. We're up here having fun, chit-chatting, shooting a breeze, man, having a good old time, talking just about pretty much about anything. And Chris Harvey out there talking about he loves some Xbox, too. Well, and you talk about a charger. Yes, he does have a charger, but that's how much Xbox he plays. I have to have 4 to 5 different batteries for him. Okay?
Go ahead and get him a charger.
I got him a charger. That's just it. That's how much he plays that darn thing. That I got to keep a constant string of batteries going.
Do they not have a power supply for that?
No, it's all on rechargeable style batteries. I mean, I got something that lasts pretty long for him though.
You can get one of those.
The Xbox is on batteries now.
Well, they have wired.
The controller is. That's what I'm sorry. My bad.
Oh, okay.
You can get a wired controller too. You know, where it just plugs into the console.
Oh, okay. Yep. Well, yeah, I could do that. The problem is, if you've seen him play the Xbox, you'd understand that wouldn't work because he'd end up yanking that mug right off the daggum shelf.
that'd be a
Next
problem.
thing I know, he's already knocked the TV off the shelf one night. Then I came in there, and he's going, I can't pick the TV back up. I don't know what happened. I said, if you quit daggum, man, trying to punch the thing, we'd be all right.
You got to get bungee cords and
Joe,
like.
you gotta get a shot of the TeamSpeak right now.
No,
Yeah.
I'm not doing all that, man.
Oh my god!
Which is the real one?
Dylan, is there anything on your mind, Dylan?
Oh, you know,
Well,
I got up this morning. I realized that we have a 24-hour race tomorrow night. Tomorrow morning.
Absolutely. And I'll be glad when that darn 24-hour race is over with. Quit dang messing up my servers on iRacing and pulling my dang hair out. That's what it's doing.
Let me tell you, if they break these servers tomorrow night, oh my goodness, we are going to have issues.
Well, Dalen, man, I tell you, I've heard from guys from last year saying that they had problems with it last year this time around. Because, man, it's wreaked some havoc this week.
Oh yeah, when we did the 2.4 hours at Daytona for the war, you know, you did the Fords, you did the Kias and the Mustangs, and the servers went down every time.
Oh, wow.
They did it for four. They did it for 4 races.
Oh, okay.
One each morning, one at night, and each time the servers went down.
Who said they getting off?
No, I told Matt take the shit down he put on there.
Oh, what shit he put down?
Look at it. Can't you see it?
What? No?
He got it on there.
On what? He ain't got nothing on.
Wait, who's Tim? There's a lot of Tims in here.
Yeah, which one's the real one?
Oh no.
What are you talking about? Taking what down?
God bless a milk cow.
Taking what down? What are you talking about? Taking
Milk cow.
He got my name beside Will Roberts, and he got my name beside him and Tom McBride.
Oh, yeah. Well, they like they like doing that stuff, man. But you got to understand, we are in here with a bunch of childs. We're up in here with a bunch of kids.
I resent that.
And
I'm
a bunch of a bunch of children. We're up in here with a bunch of children, but that's okay. You know, a bunch of the old guys. We'll sit up in here and we'll police them around a little bit. So hey, you know, nothing wrong with that.
I am a teenager. I resent that statement. Thank you very
Hey
much.
man, to us, y'all a bunch of kids. I hate to break the bad news to you.
Spell my damn name if you're gonna put it up there.
Look. To me, Tim, and I'm gonna say Nick, y'all a bunch of kids, man. You know what I'm saying? Maybe not so much Will.
They still wet behind the ears, ain't they?
That's what I'm talking about. They talking about, well, man, I'm 22 and I'm 15. See, that's just it. Yeah, when I was that age, I always wanted to be older. Now I get there, I want to flip my damn age and say, instead of being 40 freaking 3 years old, I'm going to be 34, you know? That dadgum.
Hey, Joe, have you ever noticed that as you get older, that definition of old keeps moving up?
Absolutely.
You know,
that's what I'm talking
you
about.
think of somebody, you'd say, man, he's 40-something years old. He's old.
Yep.
Once you got 40, all of a sudden it's, man, that guy's 50 or 60 years old. He's
Well,
old. But now they got to be 70 before I think they're old.
Let me lay some knowledge down on you right here. This is for all the young guys and everybody out there watching. I'm 43, but I tell you what, if I make it to when my dad or any of his parents did, I got a solid number 30 more years to go. Think about that and let it sink in. When I was 15 or 20, man, I didn't think about, I'm going to live forever. Get our age, you start going, oh, crap. It's about, man, we getting about to the end. Well, I appreciate it.
When you get my age, then you know it's coming.
That's what I'm talking about, man.
I think the key to a happy life is to distract yourself as long as you can before the existential crisis of an inevitable death sets in.
Man, you just
That
made
is
my
how to live a
brain
very
hurt,
happy
man.
life.
You know, you just made my brain hurt.
Where'd you read that?
That's what I'm talking about. The dictionary?
I've read something similar to that before, and then I completely forgot what the quote was, so I'm just like, I'm going to go with whatever my brain thinks.
Hey, Nick, I'm going to tell you, that's awesome to have that kind of memory, because if I'd have read that shit, I'd have done forgot half of it, and I'd have forgot where I read it at. I probably would have came up and said,
Yep.
you know what, I read something that was intellectual one day. I just really can't remember what the heck it was.
That's right.
You want to know something funny?
Yeah, go ahead, lay it on me.
You used to, when I'd go to the bathroom, I forgot to flush the damn toilet.
Hell, sometimes I forget to pee when I go, man. I mean, damn.
Now I forget to put it back in my britches when I get through.
Thank God.
That's when you get old.
Damn, that one stopped me in my tracks right there, boy. I'm going to tell you what.
Oh, we just got age restricted.
We got what?
We got age restricted.
I think we got
Please
age
stop.
restricted with the penis candy.
Tim's talking about his pee-pee.
Damn, I tell you what. But here's the thing. Now, Tim probably relate. Nick might relate. I don't know. But, man, when you got to go at our age, you got to go. You got to pee, period, man. And it don't matter. I let the
damn way to get out of it.
I let the dogs out, and I say, freak it, and I go pee, man, outside with them, man. I ain't coming back in. Screw it. So,
Well, then.
you go me. Hey,
It ain't pee anymore.
Hey.
It ain't pee anymore, Joe. It's piss.
Well, I don't like that word, man, because that's what my wife uses, man, and that's just, I'm like, man, come on, I gotta go take some wee-wee, man, come on.
Pee. That's a kid.
I gotta feel
Joe.
young at heart. What's up, man?
Have you seen the team speak?
I have read some of it here as we're running around here.
Ryan, I love yours. Yours is the best.
Says Joe White Racing and McGuire Racing.
in team speak.
Look at the team speak. Look at the names. Look at the names.
Oh yeah. I don't get into all the change. See, ladies and gentlemen, that's showing the age difference we got in here and the maturity factor that we have in here.
I
They
think Ryan's is the best.
find the humor of changing their name. Me and Tim find the humor of watching the clouds move along during the day as we get older. So that's the biggest difference right there. Nick, what do you find the humor in, man?
Watching young kids make a fool out of themselves.
I thought you were going somewhere else with that.
You don't have to look very damn far for that.
Ooh, I tell you, that's man, that all right, that's a good one. That's a good one. I give you that. Heck yeah, I tell you what, just up here, man, Old Timers Podcast, man, live FMTV2. We're just having us a blast up here, man, at the team speak. We got guys out there in the chat, man, chatting with us. Got a bunch of people up here. Just kind of something me and Tim, man, are up here doing. We're a bunch of old dudes. Hey, there's no way around it. I mean, you know, we're getting to we're starting to see the faded part of the light of the tunnel. And we're trying to say, turn the damn thing off, man. We don't want to see it yet. So, you know, with that note, we got the young guys up in here who just, hell, they don't see nothing yet. So they got it going on. But want to welcome everybody, man. We're just having fun.
Don't scare the hell out of them when they do find out what it's really all
Well,
about.
you ain't lying, man. I'm telling you what, man. It's just, it's fun. Now, hey, Nick, got to ask. Do you play the American Truck Simulator?
Yeah, I have a couple times.
Well, I finally downloaded and bought it. I saw a couple guys play on YouTube, and I did me a little trucking thing last night. It actually was pretty fun. I wanted Tim to get up with me because, you know, Tim was the actual trucker. I would ask probably some of these other young dudes if they played it. Any of y'all played it?
I do.
I want to get it, but I got no money.
Pretty good.
I don't even want to
you
hear
can always
nobody who ain't got no money.
$20.
Well, you
I
can
did
buy.
the
Well,
Euro one.
oh, you got the Euro. Yeah. You know what? I saw the Euro one, and me and Tim was talking about that. The problem is we wouldn't be able to read none of the damn signs, and we'd end up taking a wrong turn and be off down there and probably get hijacked on the damn game. So,
No, a lot of
I
them
mean,
are in English, actually.
No. You just end up in Holland where instead of getting hijacked, you just get high.
well, now
But
that'd
is
be
that
high.
really a bad thing?
Hell no. I'm gonna tell you
I
what.
didn't say it was. I'm just saying.
I'm gonna tell you, if that stuff comes, see, that's the only thing keeping me away from myself. If it was legal, I'd smoke the hell out of it. I'd be out there smoking every day with my wife when she's smoking cigarettes. I'd be rolling that crap with her. Problem
Well, you
is,
could go to like Colorado or somewhere.
I'm not moving to Colorado.
We're on vacation.
Oh shoot, it's half legal in about half the states now. Even Virginia's about to do it.
But I tell you what, by the time North Carolina does, I'll be dead.
What, you're 43 now?
I don't know.
You better hope they bury you quick and bury you deep, because somebody's liable to roll you up.
That's what I'm talking about. They'd be like, "Well, smoke his ass, man. Shoot."
Yeah, they'll just grind you up and smoke you.
God dang.
Gotta give a shout out to Ryan.
Hey, Chris, that's awesome,
What'd
man.
you
Yeah,
say?
definitely, man. I mean, the truck simulator, but back when I say the truck simulator, looked kind of cool game. I played it a little bit. I'm interested to get back on the play. Maybe something me and Tim will do one night. We get up here, man. We'll do a little trucking, man, while we're on the podcast, chit-chatting. And, man, 10-4, good buddy. We're heading on down the road here, man. You know, Rubber Ducky. Yeah, y'all know what that movie was?
Yeah, a convoy.
Oh, hell, he knows something. He looked that up online, y'all.
No, I don't. I like those movies. I like Smokey and the Bandit, too.
Yeah, we got
Convoy.
You know about Smokey and the Bandit.
I know it was a great movie, and they made a few of
True.
them.
I'm going to tell you. Hey, little buddy, come here.
It was Burt Reynolds, Jackie Gleason.
Brandon, come here.
Sally Field and Jerry Reed.
I was thinking, what was the trucker's name?
Tell us the
Jerry
part
Reed.
in Smokey and the Bandit, man, that you like.
Jerry Reed done died.
Say it, come on.
Oh,
tell
that
him. Wait a minute.
part.
Tell him. Now they can't hear you like that. Come on, tell them your favorite part in the Smokey and the Bandit.
I'm gonna barbecue your butt.
He loves that part. What else you like in that movie?
That was a good part.
What else you like?
What else?
Yeah, what else you like? You watched the movie like 90 million times.
Yeah,
I like it. I like it when it reminds me.
Sheriff Buford T. Justice runs into the cop, and the black dude's like, "Now who the heck are you?"
What the fuck was that?
That's
I
my
think-
little one, man. That's my little
I
one.
think I think the best part of that movie was
And,
you know when they went where they were chasing him, and it was that big center beam truck, and the
Right.
entire top of the cop
when
car came off.
also
That
Yep,
was pretty
yep.
funny. Where it's like, "Daddy, the top came off." No,
I like
shit.
it when he says the best part of you ran down your mama's leg.
Uh-huh.
when he says, "Get back in the bleeping car."
I like it when it reminds him. He says, "Remind me when we get home to punch your mama in the damn mouth, 'cause ain't no way you're mine."
That's it, damn. Well, I'm gonna tell you, we got that on the computer. Got all of them on there. He's watched that movie. I've got every episode and seasons of the Dukes of Hazzard. As a matter of fact, I'll be in Virginia, July the 29th, for Cooter's final stand for Hazard Homecoming. We went back in 2011, 2012, and that'll be the last one because he's actually really sick, and that'll be his last one they're gonna throw. So I'm gonna be up in Sperryville, Virginia, man, July 29th. So y'all need to come out and check that out. It's gonna be awesome.
What are you going up there for?
They're gonna have the Dukes of Hazzard Fest, man. I'm going to see I'm gonna
The
see
Dukes
all.
of Hazzard was filmed in Georgia.
But where they're at, listen to me, Tim. Where they're at, that's actually Ben Jones Cooter's actual farm up in Sperryville, Virginia. It's on his land, and he has the homecoming for the Dukes of Hazzard.
Cooter, I didn't even
They
know it.
must do it themselves, 'cause Hazard County is in Georgia.
I didn't say Hazzard County. Pay attention, turn your hearing aid up. I said the Hazzard homecoming.
Yeah, I
They'll
heard
be
over.
up there on Sperryville, Virginia, which is going to be on the farmland of actually Ben Jones, who was the actor that played Cooter on the show himself. And he'll have all of them. Now, I've got James Best's signature. I've got Sonny, all those signatures on a car. I've met all of them. We went back in 2011, 2012, but it'll be his last one because he's been real sick and stuff. So they used to throw some down in Virginia and Georgia and whatnot. And they actually, Cooter has another place in Tennessee.
I heard now that speaking about aging, I heard old Deja Duke now wears a moo-moo.
The hell's a moo-moo?
That some bitch that looked good as she wore nothing.
That's true. Hey, you do know she's on The Young and the Restless, right? Yeah, she's on The Young and the Restless, Catherine Bach.
Is she?
Yeah, man. My wife watches that crap. She goes, "Hey, come here. Check this out. You know who that is?" And I'm going, "Yeah, it's Daisy Duke, man. It's Catherine Bach. That's pretty cool." So, yeah, she's on there. Hell yeah. Tim will be watching Young and the Restless now.
I bet she's not wearing them shorts, though, is she?
No, she ain't no shorts now, but I tell you what.
Boy.
Back in the day, woo.
Been over.
Hell yeah. That's awesome.
Hole in my britches.
Man.
Oh, man.
But we love that
no.
show, man. That shows we grew up with, man, whatnot.
No,
Awesome.
what I'm saying, she was a hot something other in that damn movie.
Well, yeah. I give credit due. Awesome. Definitely.
So, you want something interesting?
I throw it on us.
Smokey and the Bandit movie, it was, in the movie, they go from Atlanta to Texarkana. Fun fact, the place they used as Texarkana was actually about a half hour out of Atlanta.
Well, most of that stuff was done down there. And I'll tell you another fun fact is, Ben Jones actually was in that movie, and Sonny, who played Enos, was in the first one. He was the actual motorcycle cop at the end of that movie. Go back and check it out. So some of the Dukes of Hazzard characters were in there. Give you another one. The very first episode of the Dukes of Hazzard, there was another famous car in there, and I'm going to ask and see if Nick Hunt knows what it is.
I ain't got a clue.
Starsky and Hutch car. If you go and watch the very first episode, Ben Jones was in that thing. The famous Gran Torino that they did in there. Starsky and Hutch was in the very first episode there. So awesome.
Red and white car, wasn't it?
Yes, sir. It was red.
Red
It was
and white.
red with a white stripe down the side of it. It's what Starsky and Hutch man drove. Made famous the great Gran Torino that they drove around. That was in the very first episode. But Smokey and the Bandit won. Ben Jones was in there at the very first part of it, and Sonny, who was played Enos on the show, he was actually the motorcycle cop at the end. So kind of cool that they put those two together.
Ben Jones was in the state trooper car.
No, Ben Jones was actually a guy. He was right there in the truck. Remember the beginning of it where they had the truck race?
Yeah, but he was
in the crowd.
State trooper car on about the third or fourth one.
I'd have to go look that one up. I know that Sonny was the motorcycle driver and whatnot.
You remember when they run up on that flatbed, and he told him to just let us off at the next exit?
That wasn't Ben Jones.
No. I'm talking about somebody else. That was Enos.
Oh no, Enos was the one who was the motorcycle driver.
That's what I'm saying. He was the one that.
No, he got put into the pond. Remember?
Yes, he did.
Right. You're talking about the one that jumped and got in the back of the truck, in the flatbed part of the truck, and said, "Hey, just drop us off at the next." There was nobody. I was just an actor that I don't know who he was. Yeah.
If you can remember when the state troopers
Tim, I've seen the movie about
the medium, when the state troopers crossed the medium there, went down in that valley.
Yeah, that on the motorcycle, that was Enos, who the guy that played Enos. His name's Sonny. The guy that played Enos.
In the pond.
Yeah, he fell in the pond. Yep.
Okay, now when they come across the medium there and jump the damn highway, do you remember inside the state trooper car, you see who it was driving it?
It wasn't one of them, I can tell you that. Go back and look.
I already have.
Who's Geo White?
Oh. I don't know. I don't get into the childish changing names.
Get up.
But it's not. Oh, that's Dylan.
Hell no. Hell no.
Ryan, get that shit off there.
We don't. Look, like I said, if they gonna do it, Tim, I'm gonna call it out as childishness here, and that way everybody knows, man, what's going on and who's the ones, man, that are being the kids in the chat here. So
but they can't see it.
I can make it possible. Won't bet.
I'm straight as a damn board. Now get that shit off there.
Hey,
Boards can be very curved.
Hey,
definitely
I was say boards can be curvy.
I could definitely, man, make it known. So, heck yeah.
Get
Boards
back
can be
into the
very
movies,
curvy.
Okay, damn this gay shit. Let's get back into the movies.
Get to the movies. Hey, awesome movies, man. I tell you.
I
Hey,
mean, you know.
tell you what.
Mountain.
Well,
Brokeback Mountain.
that's something, man. And Matt might love that one now.
Wait, what
is
movie now? I
that?
wasn't
I
listening.
never watched not nary ever sold that damn thing because I knew what it was.
Wait, what movie? I wasn't listening.
Brokeback Mountain. They were talking about Brokeback Mountain.
And 4.
Yeah. I ain't getting into that. Never watched it, so I don't know. Couldn't tell you anything about it.
Neither have I. I was just trying to link what we were talking about.
There you go. Well, hey, there ain't no wrong with that. Now, my next thing is Will, where you at this Monday, man, with your league?
We're going to be up in Michigan for the last of our Triple Crown races, which I really need to actually make the points for.
Awesome. Man, I'm going to tell you what. Might have to watch. I ain't got anything to do on Monday night. Might have to watch that one, man. Check it out. So, hey, y'all tune in. FMTV over there. Matt, Egan, and Tim. They're going to talk about it. They're going to be at Michigan with some Indy cars. Gonna be
Long,
some
hard
awesome,
battle.
I mean, awesome race, man. Awesome
Will,
race.
where are
We
we
don't
at?
talk about long, hard stuff on this podcast now.
Hey.
According to the TeamSpeak, Joe doesn't know much about long and hard.
Will,
Hey, now as fast as I brought y'all on the podcast, I could definitely make you disappear off of it, too.
I'm being
So
good.
now, you know what I mean? Look, you just remember that one. How's that?
I am being
hold on a minute. Hold up.
Hey,
Quit it,
we
Nate.
have the resident idiot, Nate. Look on.
Goodbye.
Nate, no, you're live online if you're going to do all that. You got to go, homie.
Go.
What's up, man?
Will, where are we racing that Monday night?
We're going to be at Michigan. It's going to be a long, hard race. Don't get me wrong. We're going to be going 3 deep, 4 deep at a time. It's going to be wild.
You're going to be getting up on each other, bump drafting, getting your nose thrown up in there.
Will, my thing about that is don't you race in there, man, so don't get stuck.
No, I'm talking about where we're going to have to call it.
Yeah, you go. It's at Michigan, man. Monday night, you and Matt.
I know that. I just found that out.
The Fudge Packer 400.
Holy crap, man! That's
Hey, will you quit your shit?
Hey.
Why?
It's the 500. Get it right.
It's a 5. Oh yeah.
No,
You gotta put the 500 in there. You
No,
gotta
it's
put
the Fudge
500.
Packer 6969.
There you go.
Hey, you gotta definitely put it. Make it right.
I'm fixing to start kicking.
Yeah, they'll be alright.
What
we're
you
gonna
thinking?
have to start worrying about
Nick.
Ryan. If
Hey,
he's gonna
Nick.
start mid-put stuff like that,
Yeah.
maybe him and
Got anything you want to say about some of the racers we've been running with?
About the racers we've been running with?
Yeah.
Well, I missed the last race, but we've been running with some good drivers. I know that.
Yeah, we have. Has anybody got anything they want to say?
Make sure if you
No, I
if you want to know about the Dirt Series that is coming to ExtremeMotorsports99.com,
throw it
make
out.
sure you inform myself, that is Dylan Ackert, that you want information about it, and we will let you know about the upcoming plans in the future of the Dirt Series that we are released last night. That is coming to Extreme, so do keep a note of that.
Now my question on that one is it really gonna be on Saturday nights, man?
Right now, we are going to do when the time gets closer and we do know more about when the content comes out, and we have our beta testers go out and help us all test and find everything we need to find out before. Then we'll do a vote for anyone that has already emailed myself back telling me that they want in. There will be an email sent out which will be a voting, so we can get the
I can't
drivers'
do
input.
Saturday nights.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I mean, that's why I haven't emailed you back, man.
There'll be an email going back to all drivers to see what day would be good for you all that isn't already Extreme Night.
Well,
Well, then no day. You got to take me off of that broadcast.
yeah, the biggest thing is
Matt.
hell, really,
Matt.
really, Matt,
Yeah.
man,
Okay.
the hell,
Are you? Hello.
yeah, man, the biggest thing is I mean, you got to look, Matt. Me and you, man, about booked throughout the whole week. I
I've
mean,
got
it's a bit-
Thursday night is the only night I'm open.
Yeah, but
to
we
do
got
any
the
crap.
Jim. We got the Cup going on there in Extreme. You got the Xfinity on Wednesday, and I know well, hell, I got something that. Damn. Yeah, shoot. Yeah, that's gonna be a tough
Matt.
one.
Dylan,
Yes.
how much is this going to cost, you know?
As far as I do believe, if you are already an Extreme member before this email sent out, it would be, I believe, it might be a free entry fee for the first season.
Okay. And
Okay.
the car, how much would the car be?
Well, right now we are more likely are going to do the dirt late model. I've had drivers from Inside iRacing and beta testers that have said that the late model is probably be the best one to use. So figured you need to buy the 3 tracks, or the 2 tracks, because we're getting USA for free. So that's that'll be $30 right there in tracks, and the car itself is $12. So
Should be good enough.
All right, which tracks did you say?
when content comes out, it will be the Eldora Motor Speedway and Williams Grove.
And USA is free.
USA is going to be for free, yes.
Well, I got USA. I didn't catch them other two. I'll get them from you later.
Yeah, they're not
Yeah,
out yet.
they're not
They're
out
not
yet.
out yet. None of that stuff's out yet. This is
Nothing's
just up
out
and
yet.
coming. Yeah, it's just up
We're
and coming
just
stuff.
waiting.
Well,
Well,
heard it first here, folks. ExtremeMotorsports99.com Dirt Series coming. Dylan, the man. Y'all got any questions or thing? Hit him up there. Check it out here. Head onto the website there, ExtremeMotorsports99.com.
Are we going to be driving the same car, everybody?
No.
Yeah. Well, same kind of car, but
I mean, it'll be the same format. Tim, we'll talk about this later.
All right, buddy. That's what we in here for.
as far as talking about
Right.
racing goes, I don't really got much to say. It would be beating a dead horse at this point,
What's up?
or a dead Toyota Tundra.
What's
been-
up?
Did you see it?
Dead horse yet, buddy.
I mean,
Toyota Tundra.
what you got? What you got for racing, man?
Well, I'm just talking about Tuesday night, man. That was Atlanta. Yeah. My truck ate the wall.
No, it's actually
Atlanta.
we were at Charlotte, man. By the way.
Charlotte, you know what I mean. Bottom line, my truck ate the wall. I was not happy.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was not a good night. And it was all in all a good night for Fusion Motorsports racing in
Well,
general.
yeah, Nate Lacombe.
Nate Lacombe, man, pulled out the win for us, but
Who?
we definitely it wasn't a good night for myself, Matt, Tim, and a couple others there, Vern, and all of us. We didn't have a good night, man, there at Charlotte.
Only thing I want to say to Tim is just two things, and then I'm done with this whole thing because we gotta move on to Dover. That's coming up quick. One,
Oh, you know what?
when you're slow,
Yeah.
keep an eye out on the faster trucks. Two, when you've got someone to your outside, for the love of God, don't continue to move up the racetrack. Because that's just gonna wreck me and wreck you at the same time, and that makes for no happy people.
What the hell are you doing around me?
What am I doing around you? I'm stuck behind your truck because you're going 5 miles an hour is what I'm doing.
I put this in the chat the other night. I mean, hey, let's just we're up here. We're being honest. Someone's got to do something about that 51 truck, man. I mean, that guy, he's the slowest guy on restarts. I don't know what it is. Every time I'm behind him, it's like, let's go. I
Yeah.
have places to be.
I mean,
Ryan, you got enough trouble, man, driving a
Jack
truck.
into the news.
yeah, I don't know what was happening with you, Tim. I know you were probably damaged, but God, on the
I'm
restarts
messing
I was
around,
behind
Tim.
you were slow, man.
The only time I've ever seen Tim be really slow is on a restart.
Yeah, Charlotte Motor Speedway.
Other than that, Tim, honestly, he runs at the back, but he's consistent, And the only time he scares me is at Daytona when I'm running third in the outside lane, and suddenly there's a truck in my windshield.
Well, hold on. As an admin standpoint, Tim, you have improved a lot since
Yes,
we
he
began.
has.
Quit
You know,
sucking up.
And
And I'm just
Hey.
crashing every week, no matter what.
hey, that's not our issue. You can't
Yeah,
have
I go
trouble.
up on the speed charts, but can't go up on the finishing charts.
Hey, now that's my job to be crashing.
Yeah.
I
Well,
stole your job.
we definitely did enough of it, man, last Tuesday, and I got to get my wheel and stuff set back up here, man. Moved in a different area. At night, I ain't gonna be on Tuesday.
I mean, hey, Ryan, I'm consistent. I'm consistently crashing, but it's still consistency. Not
The only
good
thing I
kind,
heard
though.
consistently the other night was up. That was on me. 100% on me. Sorry, guys.
Where'd you finish
that
at,
was on
Ryan?
me. I ran out of gas.
Where'd you finish at?
I ran out of gas on the last lap.
Where'd you finish?
23.
Yeah, that's right. So shut the hell up.
Wow.
Hey, it was my best finish the past 2 weeks.
Point is, I didn't run out of gas. I didn't get to the point where I could run out of gas, but I didn't do it.
The
And
only
my
reason I
second
ran out
monitor
of gas
just
is
died on me.
iRacing
That's
lied
nice.
to me.
Thank you.
iRacing lied to you?
I got to the last lap and said you have about 3 laps left on fuel. I get to turn 3, battling for 15th place, and I hear, you're out of fuel. And my truck just goes,
Let me ask you a question. You got the master leader in your team there, Matthew Wazenbach, and you run
The
out of
master leader?
fuel. I mean, come on. That guy, man, knows how to save fuel like anybody's businessman out here.
I pitted
And I'm
like
gonna tell
90
you.
times. I don't know how I ran out.
And
I don't know if I got
he
hit in the
didn't.
back.
He couldn't calculate that for you.
Probably.
It was racing.
Keep
But-
calculating next to your wheel. That's what I usually
Yeah,
do.
I mean, come on. Wow.
Don't
That's
get started
no,
about
don't
saving
do that.
fuel because
Get
I
like
have
fast
no
gas
idea
or
how to do
something.
that.
That'll give you an accurate fuel readout.
I ain't saving fuel with on a 1-lap dash trying to make up to 15th spot and go for my second best finish of the year, okay? If I
Then you
run out
probably
of fuel,
should've.
I run out of fuel.
Well, that's your own fault.
You did run out of fuel.
Yep.
You can't blame
I
nobody
tried.
else. It's your own
No,
fault.
I'm
then.
just going to blame iRacing for lying to me going,
No,
oh, you have 3 laps
no,
left
that's
on
your
fuel.
own fault.
Yeah, before
Period.
you have a problem with the service, fix the nut behind the wheel.
That's it. That's your own fault. You ran out of the fuel. That's on you, my man.
You see, Ryan, I drive like an idiot and I get involved in stupid crap, but at least I own up to it.
Holy
You're
crap,
blaming
he admits
iRacing.
it.
Yeah, it is.
Own
I'll
up
tell
to
you
your
what.
crap.
Yo,
Hey,
I agree
hey,
with what you're
hey,
saying.
gayest thing on 4 wheels.
Actually kind of Very true. inspired my rear end cam.
I don't want to hear no more
from,
lip out of
know,
you
the
down
roof,
there.
Because if you know,
I have
Give a shout
Well, yeah,
out
4
to
yeah,
races
you,
more
shout-
experience than you.
That's
And
true.
You will not
Wow.
disrespect your
tried a little
elders
bit,
like
nothing
this.
he could do.
I'm not
Just
disrespecting
going
you, I'm calling the
nonetheless,
truth.
But he
I'm
just
just
washed up the
kidding.
track there.
We're
That's
sitting
a
here, we're having a
wide
great time. I've had a
almost
couple
four
drinks, and
wide.
so now I'm very
well.
mellow.
I could tell.
But the gas elephants fly.
Now, when you have a few more drinks, you get unmellow and just start cussing at everyone.
Yeah. Now, at that point, I'll just fall asleep.
I'm
gonna be like Tim here.
He's like Cal Petty. He starts out mellow, then he goes yellow.
I'm telling you, if we can get a good running.
When you start seeing pink elephants, it's time to quit drinking.
I'm a little curious to see
Damn,
what he's
pink
gonna do here.
elephants,
He's gonna
damn.
try to,
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
I
what
don't
I'm
think I've
saying.
ever been to that point. Got to
That's
the point
the
where
only
I passed
way.
out and
Shout
drinking
out
whiskey.
That sounds like he's on something besides the drink there.
It doesn't seem happy about him leading. I think he's joking.
Be a
though, 'cause he
puffer,
says,
wouldn't it?
he put ill Shane first.
Wow, it's
but
almost
not a
1
fan,
o'clock
he
in the
put
morning.
Yes,
teammate
sir. I'm
lead.
telling you what, I'm up here
We,
watching this race, man. We call it tonight here.
We love them
And Matt, man, that's an awesome race, man. I tell you what.
I guess they're on one of their
Yeah, it was
off
pretty
nights.
good.
I thought it was Yeah, pretty
must
darn
be. I
good,
wanna
man. Apologize right there to Corey.
It was.
Yeah, I'm starting to hear my Bernie Hall coming out in my voice, man, more and more.
There was a few boneheaded moves in the race, but that's
Well,
just racing.
you know what? I don't get in the middle of all the politics, man. I just call the race.
Well, because you're the nice guy. You don't disagree with anyone.
Well,
I'm just like
our job as announcers is not to get up there and get in the middle of all the politics. We
true.
call the race, man.
Hold on. Speaking of politics, how about the awesome day we had today?
Oh, today was great.
best
Today
day of
was
our country
great.
in the
Best
last
day
8
ever.
years.
Yes,
well,
it is.
I'm gonna tell you the
Hashtag
name,
Trump
the name of the podcast that we have here, and we can all have disagreements, and I'm gonna say it is great day for some, not so much for others.
Thank you.
I want to go say something about this. Our country was born as a democracy. I don't get why you have people in the streets. We had people in the streets last night in New York City.
And today.
And today in D.C.
It is common for people to be on the streets.
What?
Yes.
But when they are rioting and destroying private property because they are upset because they did not get their way, then what are we looking and telling our children of today?
It's
Well,
telling our children that
considering, you got to look, you got a bunch of old guys up in here, man. So when you say children, we're looking at you, Matt, Ryan, because y'all are the future of this world. So when you say children, might want to look in the mirror on
children.
that. Like I said,
but I'm not-
when it says children, look in the mirror on that one, because y'all are the young generation, and y'all are the ones that's going to have to take this country and turn it around. Me, Tim, Nick, and all the older guys, man, we're coming to the end on what we have done, and that's it. So, like I said, you want to get into the politics side of things. I hope the man does great, and he does at least over half of what he said he can do. We all know he's not going to be able to do 100%. I don't care, man, what supporter says he can. And no president in history been able to do everything they said they could do. There's just no way. But he could probably do a lot, and I hope he can. Like I've said before, you young generation, like I said, when I say young, the 20s, actually 20-year-old or less, don't understand the viewpoint that myself and a Tim sits in. And I had this conversation earlier, is I have not heard anything out of him on what he's going to do for guys like us. And when I say guys like us, meaning we're not looking to go back into the coal miners or the industrial industry. You got to look. I had a good job in the tech field, in the banking industry of computer operations. A very good job until a 4.5 centimeter tumor showed up in the back of my head and took me out of work. Now, I rely on the health insurance that I get because I live on a fixed income from being disabled because of it. Tim, being a retired man who has worked all his life in the trucking industry, is the same way. We have not heard anything yet on what he's going to do for guys like us.
Oh, I have.
Well, tell me and let me know.
He said he's going to cut your Social Security.
There you go. That's what I'm saying. He is looking to, hey, I'm going to be on, let me throw some facts out to you. $6,000 MRI bills. If I don't have insurance, I die. Basically, that's all it boils down to. So now the young kids out there who are hooping and hollering about, change and make America great, let me tell you, go back to 2008 and do some research on how America looked back then and let me know how it looks to this day. But, again, I'll take it and I will give the man credit. He said a lot of great things, and I hope he does a lot. I have just not heard anything on, and I'm going to be selfish, on how he can help me as an American. I've heard him say things on how he's going to help the young and the industrial side of stuff, which is, hey, that's great and wonderful. But again, until I hear it, and I hope, man, he's got a great plan, I'm going to stay kind of on the fence.
Actions speak louder than words. We'll just have to wait and see what he can
There
do.
you go. And then that's what I'm going to say. I'm not going to sit down the man, not going to sit and say, well, man, he's the terriblest thing in the world. I'm going to sit back and say, I just haven't heard anything yet. And I gave you I'm not one of these that's going to sit and say, yeah, I haven't heard him say anything. I just gave you a blunt style reasonings on what I haven't heard and straight to the point there. But I have heard some good things and some things that need addressing.
Well, talking about what I think was Dylan had brought up, the people that are rioting and stuff.
Yes.
That boils down to people, and again, this is me getting opinionated, which can be good or bad, depending on what I say. That boils down to people that just have absolutely low intelligence that think that just because of the fact that it's a guy you don't like means it gives you the right to go out there and loot stuff. And the funniest thing is the people that live in those areas and are like, well, Trump's going to be terrible because he's not going to help our community rebuild. It's like, but you destroy your own community, so you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. My thing is, since he been our new elected,
Right.
there's some protests going on. My thing is that we teach our kids and we have them go to school and whatnot and tell them that this is how this country is. We were born as, you do your civilized duties, and you go around and you don't like it, then you have to go around and wait 4 years until we do it again. It's the thing that I can't stand are people that won't give anyone a shot. That is my thing.
Right.
Yeah.
And I cannot stand. He hasn't even been in office for 24 hours yet, and they have already destroyed how many buildings?
Well, that's what, and that's
They set fire on how many people?
Yep.
On property.
And I'll agree with you. There is there are. Here you go. Here's a word for you. There's ignorant people out there in the world, and I just sit here and told you things that I haven't heard him say anything about doing, but yet I've sit here and also told you things that I have heard he's going to do. So, with that said, I'm not going to sit here and go out and break some freaking buildings because of it. I'm going to give the man a chance and give him time. Like you said, he just got in office. He can't do it overnight. It's going to take time.
It's like what I said to you earlier, Joe. It's the people that are saying they want Trump to fail, which makes no sense, especially if you're living in the country. And like what you said, Dylan, about not giving him a chance. Think about it like this. For people that can't wrap their heads around it because they're so intoxicated with hating Trump. Figure you're on a bus, right?
Right.
And you don't like the bus driver. Do you say, oh, I want my bus driver to crash? No, because you're on the bus and you're going to get hurt too. It's like saying, oh, I want my president to fail. You're still going to get hurt because it's your country, so you probably should want him to succeed even if you don't like the guy because you want your country to be good.
I definitely want him to succeed, even though, I'll be honest with you, I'll tell you straight up, didn't vote for him, didn't vote for the other one, so there you go. But either way,
that's a choice.
And that's a choice. There you go. That's the choice, man, of anybody in America. Don't put anybody down. And like I said, that's the choice. I'm not going to get out here and do all the writing, but like you said, we got to give the man a chance. He's our president no matter what. Well, he's the man in charge, period. Okay?
Don't want the bus to crash.
Right. Don't want the bus. Don't want to see. But I would like to hear him come up with some other views and some other things that, again, I'm going to play the selfish card here, so to speak. Hey, look, I know there's thousands of Americans out there that need help on one end, but there's also thousands of Americans that need help on the other. And if you're the president is supposed to look at it as a whole and broad range. And that's the part I haven't heard yet, is I haven't heard him say anything to benefit me. Okay?
Well,
and that's all I'm saying.
Yeah, and what he said today was, well, yeah, like you said, he didn't say anything specific. I feel like his speech today was a little bit more all-encompassing. He was saying this, all Americans, the unheard voices, that kind of thing. So I feel like he's heading that direction, but like you said, he hasn't said anything specific just yet.
Right.
Give him time, and I'm sure he will.
Oh, yeah, actually, he's got to give the first 100 days or whatever they call that. We'll get it in. We'll see what it is. But it's like I was talking to you earlier, Matt. I said, man, the biggest thing to me is the health care deal. And the only reason is because what happened, I didn't ask for a freaking tumor to slap me inside the damn head, take me out of work, and do the things it did. Would. No, I had a good job. I was working, loved life, man, because I still love life. But, just going along, man, moseying my own business. And then just out of the blue, boom. I don't wish that on anyone, period, in life. Because it is a life change. I thank my wife every day. Because, you know what? I'm not the man I was 17 years ago that she married. And to me, in the back of my mind, I got to think about that. But yet she still loves me to this day, and she supports me and still with me, even though it would have been a whole lot easier for her to walk on out here and go on. And then, I can't do the things that I used to be able to do. But with that said, I'm thankful to be here. We're going to see. I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt. Because like you said, he's the president, and he needs, if there was more people out here that would think that way and give him a chance instead of just being ignorant, rioting, breaking crap, man, and just being stupid altogether. I mean, that's a harsh word right there. I don't know. Just give them. You know what? If he gets it done, hallelujah. If he don't, well, then, hey, I don't know what to say.
Yeah, just don't want the bus to crash, because you're on the bus. Keep that in mind.
Absolutely. And then all these morons out here doing that stuff, if they go jump off the Empire State Building, I sure as hell ain't going to follow them.
Would actually probably improve things. We wouldn't have to keep paying for rebuilding cities that rioters destroy.
That is true, too. But, you know.
And I'm probably going to get a bunch of flack for saying that, so...
While we're
Maybe we
sitting
shouldn't
here,
have
let's
done this
welcome
under the
Vern Bradley to
FMTV
channel.
name.
What's up, Vern, my man? How you doing tonight? You live, man, on the Old Timers Podcast, FMTV2. So, man, what's going on, Vern?
Nah, I'm just in a pickup cup truck at Phoenix.
Okay, well, you're live right now, online, chit-chatting along on the Old Timers Podcast, and we're just out here shooting the bull, man, talking about anything. Got guys out in the chat here, yip-yapping with it, but we're about to wrap up anyways here shortly. But, man, it's been a heck of a night talking, something me and Tim, man, has kind of pulled together with the help of Ryan Daniels, something that we're doing here after the races or before the races. We ain't really figured out which one we want to do yet, but...
I think we should do it on nights like this, Friday nights after Hardline.
Well, Tim talking about doing it a couple times a week. So anytime, man, you want to, anytime, really. That's the thing. That's the one joy about this is me and Tim's got time. You know, that's the thing.
Well, you guys have time.
I'll tell you one thing. What we're talking about Trump right here, we all got time right now to talk about. How about that video that's already circulating online of Bill Clinton checking out Ivanka Trump?
That was pretty funny. That is
funny. One, hilarious, and I do not have...
What's that again?
What's the word I want to look for?
What's that again?
Bill Clinton checking out Ivanka Trump right next to Hillary, and Hillary just looks at him, and then she's like, gets disgusted, and he just kind of looks at her like, oh well.
You know what
that
that
guy
did?
is
I
like
mean...
my spirit animal.
That I got respect for Bill Clinton.
I don't blame the man. He's a freaking man. Come on, I check her out too.
He's just a man.
Yeah,
I mean, what
man,
do people
exactly.
expect?
I feel like the best part about the Clinton presidency, if she had been president, would have been the fact that she would have had to sit at the same desk that Monica Lewinsky sat under. That would have been great.
Two things on that. I mean, for one, I sure as hell can't blame the guy. And two, honestly, they're only still married, so the Hillarys can still call herself a Clinton.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I don't know. Like I say, we can sit up here and debate all day long, man, on this and that, and who agrees on this, who agrees on that. At the end of the day, he's the president. Let's hope, man, he does, the things, or at least a lot of the things he says he's going to do, and hope he does change a lot. So we'll just have to see.
I got one more topic maybe we can go over a little bit here before we head out for the night. I don't know how long we want to keep going. It's up to y'all. But what is this but a good opportunity for all of us to go around and name some of our favorite things? Somebody come up with a topic, a TV show, something like that. Something we can talk about, some of the greatest stuff of all time. We already covered older TV shows and movies, so how about something silly, our favorite board games of all time?
Go
for
ahead.
me.
Go ahead. You go ahead and start, Ryan. You brought it up.
All right, I'm going to go with Mousetrap. Anyone play that game when you were a kid or at any point?
Oh, yeah.
Nope.
I play it with my own kids.
Hell no, you didn't put your damn hand in no mousetrap.
I think he did the
Wrong mousetrap, Tim.
We didn't have mousetrap in the game.
They
Well, mousetrap to kill damn mice.
Well, Tim, what board game you used to play?
I don't
Tim.
know. They had board
Tim.
games when he was a kid.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It might not have been back in the Stone Age. Tim, you still with us?
Monopoly.
I ain't
That's
nothing
pretty
wrong
good.
with that. That's a classic right there, man. Monopoly.
I
That's
love Monopoly.
All
I love
right.
get out of jail free card.
Well, now we ain't know all that now. Get out of jail. What the hell you doing in jail?
You do not pass go, you go right directly to jail when you get on that damn thing.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is 1 o'clock on the East Coast.
It is. Well, now, hey, Matt, what about yours? What kind of board game you like?
You know that game, what the hell's it called? The Game of Life. You know what I'm talking about, right?
Yes, sir. Got that on the
one's
board
pretty
game
good.
here.
That's pretty good.
Yep. Actually, me and my wife played that the other day, man, and she beat the shit out of me, man, on that game. I ended up being poor as hell, and she ended up being rich as crap, and I'm going, there, go freaking figure.
Well, at least she didn't actually beat the shit out of you. That would have been pretty bad.
Well, she's tried a couple times. That comes along with the glory days of being married. You know what I mean? What about you, Vern?
Life was a good board game.
Yeah, it was.
Oh, I've had my ass kicked by my wife more than once.
Okay, all right. That's a hell of a board game. They sell that at Walmart.
My wife quit playing board games with me about 2 years after we were married because she said I was too competitive to play them.
Well, what's your favorite one?
Monopoly was mine.
All right, well, we actually got 3 votes for Monopoly. Chris Harvey out there in the chat said he's with Tim, man. He loves Monopoly. So 3 votes on Monopoly. Who else is it? Will, what's your game, man? What's your board game?
Yeah, never really did board games. It was more card games.
Okay, well, then heck, what's card game you like?
Oh, lots of solitaire, lots of rummy.
All right, good deal. Solitaire, man, used to piss me off on the computer, man, I tell you.
They were good.
Yeah, it used to make me mad on the computer. Who else is up in here?
What about Cards Against Humanity? Anyone ever play that?
Yeah.
If we're talking about new game era, then that game is the game you should
Cards
do.
Against Humanity.
No.
is the best
Listen,
thing ever.
no. We're talking about board games. So what's your favorite board game, Dylan?
To be honest, I wasn't a fan of board. I was always doing the card games.
All right, well, that figures you out. All right, the young guys. We can tell who's the youngins up in here. They definitely don't want to. They definitely don't know nothing about the board games. Well, let me see. My favorite one. I might probably say Monopoly is pretty darn good. So that's 4 for Monopoly, man. You can't go wrong with that game. Even though we did play the Game of Life the other day, that was actually fun. But I'd say Monopoly is probably one of my favorite.
How about Clue?
Ding ding.
Yeah,
Yeah, I know what that is.
Clue's good, and
Clueless was good too.
Operation was fun too.
oh yeah, man, damn!
Oh, yeah.
Always you tried to get the shit out of it. The
That freaking
buzzer.
buzzer
Honk,
thing is
honk,
annoying.
honk, 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 honk.
Want to
That game
smash
used
the
to
board?
piss me off.
Yeah.
It pissed you off.
Yeah, that was like that was me raging at
He's
things
known
before
for
I
the
knew what
81,
raging
and
was,
you're right,
and the
man.
peak of rage for
drove
me
it
was
in there,
Call of
but
Duty
hey,
Black
It's
Ops
go
when I
time,
spiked my controller like a
unfortunately,
football and
tonight,
snapped it in
it's
two.
Well, you want to talk about rage? The best part about the Game of Life is the little dial thing comes off, so you could kind of, if you got real pissed off at whoever you're playing with, you pick it up and just start jamming them in the eye.
That reminds me of when we bought a
Yes, it
Wii
does.
and my kids were smaller and using it, didn't put the wrist strap on and broke the TV out.
Oh no! Oh no!
Yes, he does. But look at the beat.
See, that can be used as a weapon too. You start stabbing the other guy in the eye if they're beating you at Wii tennis.
I'll just throw the controller out and just give him a concussion.
Well, that
Caught the
too.
tail end of him a hard lick. right
For me,
there.
it's
Man,
probably a
took out her
toss
darn-
up between like bacon or chicken parmesan.
We must talking about eating.
That's not a board game.
Ooh, yeah, ain't no board game, man. Well, ladies and gentlemen, it is going on about 1
105.
o'clock, 105 on the East Coast here tonight, and it has been a heck of a damn podcast here. But we're going to bring it to a close here. We've had a lot of people up in here, had a lot of subject, man, and a lot of people out there, the viewers, want to join it. Tim, you got anything, man, you want to say here on the closing?
No, just everybody just have a good night, and we enjoyed it. I love it. We're gonna do it again. We're gonna get something started here. We're gonna get a regular night for it when they ain't too busy, you know. A lot of people don't like to stay up that late.
Yeah, absolutely. And I tell you what, tonight, check us out, man. A lot of great things happen. Fusion Motorsports TV, man, coming here in the next couple months with a racing along with Matt Egan and myself here on FMTV and FMTV2, respectively, on YouTube. Check us both out there as each and every week and every day we bring some awesome racing excitement here for iRacing. And I tell you what, till the next time for the Old Timers Podcast, this is myself, Joe White, and everybody here saying good night, and everyone have a nice night.
Good job, people.
See you all tomorrow morning.
Alabama.